Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're just going to do a nice little comparison video with two mechs that are fairly popular within the community. One is the Aries and the other is the Stalker. Now there's a heavy debate that the Stalker well outdoes the Aries, but we'll do a little bit of testing and just see how we go with that. I had a fair idea that that an Aries can actually mix it pretty well with a Stalker, so I recruited my old mate H4. That, yeah, if you remember back to our Mayhem battles, he was the leader of the team that we almost lost to. But anyway, this is our first run. So this is our Aries and Stalker with no pilots, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so the reason why we did runs without pilots is just to level the playing field so that there was not really any variant within the tests. Although his Stalker is a level higher than mine, but my Arc Torrents were a level higher than his. And we'll see there a double KO. So it's pretty close to on the mark. If you have an Aries and you come up against a Stalker, you can compete with it. But we've got one more to go just to make sure it's conclusive. Oh, look at that, on the button at the same time. And we're just zapping away, and look at that, another double KO. So definitely, without the pilots, they are pretty much on par head to head. So if you can't afford a Stalker, an Aries is a fairly good second place. So we're going in with abilities active now. Just quickly flashed up our pre-game chat just to show that both builds are pretty close to the same strength. His is actually slightly higher, but here we go. So we will chuck up the shield in a minute. Yep, there we go. And what do we got here? Oh, there we go. And let's get at it. Ooh! Alright, next test. Hey, okay, there we go. So, with the shield up on the Aries and the ability acting on the Stalker, no pilots, the Aries actually prevails over that one. So, it was nice and surprising, wasn't it? But we'll get into our next test. So, this is with our pilots both active on our bots, so both installed. And again, we'll just flash that up there. Shows that we're very close in power, within about 40 points. And we'll set up our test. So our first one was, oh, hang on. Oh, this is where he had his ping issues. We'll come back in a second. Ah, here we go. So we're back up and running. So we'll set up our test here. So our first test was Aries no ability and Stalker with the ability active, I think. Yeah, Stalker with ability active. So obviously that's just not going to happen with the Aries because, yeah, we just got smashed. So this was Aries with the ability with the shield up and Stalker with ability active. There we go. And you see he actually got on the button first, and oh, we got him. And this one is both mechs without ability active. So this Stalker is basically the same armor as an Aries without the shield. So this will be interesting to see what actually wins here. When we're ready. Oh, here we go. So both into it. Oh, and he didn't have a lot of health left, so he must have been right on the cusp of dying there. But because the Stalker gets some health back when it kills things, it's definitely winning in that department. So in a battle situation with both mechs, obviously the Stalker is going to be your better choice because it heals itself every time it kills something. The Aries does not, although the Aries does have the shield that does regenerate. So there is a little bit of pros and cons for both builds. But as a head-to-head, battle type situation, you can certainly do just as good with the Aries as you can with the Stalker. But yeah, obviously you're going to choose the Stalker if you're throwing money at the game or whatever, but if you're a free play, go to Aries. So one more thing I wanted to tag on the end of this video was just a physical comparison of the two range implants. Which one is the rare implant, which is on my Aries. The other one is the legendary implant, which is on Bunnabot, who's at the other end of the field there. I recruited him just to be the crash test dummy, which I'm not going to kill him at all. He's far stronger than I am. But we were just going to sit here, I'm standing still, just hold the button, and one of us is walking back. So Bunna's the one walking back. And I've slowed it right down so you'll see where I drop out. 62, 34, 65, 66. So, for the added cost of running the legendary implant, you gain yourself 4.5 meters. I think it works out to be. It equates to like something silly. But yeah, so we've done a few tests with this. This one is basically set up so that if you were in a brawl situation and you were advancing on someone who had the legendary implant, can the player with the legendary implant get out of range of your Arc Torrents? And clearly not. Although I did die because, like I said before, Bunna's far stronger. We will just run this again just to show it. And you can see there that it doesn't even get past the 60 meter mark. We both sort of walk backwards and I advanced on him at the same time. So, yeah. So that put that to bed. Obviously in battle it's going to be a lot different to that. You're going to have a lot of other variables, but yeah. From my perspective with that, and I've thrown up the stats here, if you're looking at sort of economizing your hangar, you're certainly not going to be looking at the legendary implant because it's 68,000 implant parts to max it out, as opposed to 22,450 implant parts to max out the rare range implant. So that gets you 62 meters of reach with your Arc Torrents, as opposed to 67 or 66 and a half. But anyway, so I hope that helps a lot of sort of new coming players, or even some players that are sort of confused with a bit of the implants. That it helps you decide, well, am I really going to invest in the legendary implant in this case, or am I going to stick with the rare one? Quite frankly, I'm sticking with the rare one. It doesn't cost me anywhere near as much. Anyway, boys and girls, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Just a little bit of a thing to just show a few different stats. But next video will be more gameplay. Proper gameplay. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.